So it has happened. The UK's brand new one-in, one-out asylum deal with France is no longer just a headline. It is real. This week, the very first people have been detained and are set to be sent back to France under this agreement. Today, I'm breaking down what this deal is all about, what actually happened this weekend, and what I really think about it. So first, what's this one-in, one-out deal anyway? Here's the short version. In July 2025, the UK and France agreed on a new way to handle people crossing the English Channel in small boats. The idea is simple on paper. If someone crosses the channel illegally and land in the UK, they can be sent straight back to France. In exchange, the UK will take in one asylum seeker who is already in France, but that person must meet strict conditions. The goal: stop the dangerous small boat crossing and give people a safer legal way to claim asylum. It sounds neat, right? But the rules are very tight. You can only qualify for the UK spot if 1. You haven't tried to cross illegally before, 2. You have a genuine family link to the UK, and thirdly, you pass security and ID checks. The fourth one is that you are part of a small weekly quota, only about 50 people in this pilot phase. So fast forward to Thursday, August 7th, 2025, UK border officials confirmed that the first group of migrants has been detained under this new plan. These were people who arrived by small boats without proper documents or any clear legal reason to be in the UK. They were taken to immigration removal centers where they will go through medical checks, security screening and paperwork before being sent back to France. And just to be clear, these are not random people. This only applies to new arrivals after the deal was signed, not those already in the asylum system. So why the UK and France are doing this? This deal was pitched as a way to do, 3 things. The first one is to stop dangerous crossings, because thousands have risked their lives in small dinghies to cross the channel. The government says this removes the incentive. Second one is disrupt smugglers. If people know they will just get sent back, the thinking is that smugglers lose business. Then third, it encourages legal routes. The deal offers a controlled, safer path for those in France who have a legitimate reason to join family in the UK. And the fourth is the rule is practice. Here is how it works. The step by step. Someone lands in the UK on a small boat without the right paperwork. If they fit the criteria for removal, they are detained. The UK pays the cost of sending them back to France. For each one sent back, one person from France who fits the legal route criteria gets approved to come to the UK. But remember, this is a pilot program. Only about 50 people will be swapped each week in the beginning, and that's where some of the criticism comes in. As you would expect, this deal has fans and haters. Supporters says it's a smart deterrent. If you know you'll be sent straight back, why risk the dangerous crossing? It's a sign that the UK and France can actually work together post-Brexit. It replaces chaos with some order. Critics argue that the numbers are tiny, only a fraction of channel arrives will be affected. It doesn't tackle the root causes, conflict, persecution, or the lack of legal routes. People might still try to cross, hoping they can disappear before being caught. There's a risk. It just shifts the problem to France side of the border. Let's look at the loophole and the challenges. This is not a magic fix. There are already reports of possible legal roadblocks. Migrants could challenge, their return of human rights ground claim. They are under 18 or argue that France is not safe for them. And every time that happens, the process slows down. Sometimes for months. That's a big risk for a scheme that is supposed to be fast and fair. Does it actually work? Here's the thing, I get why this deal exists. People are dying in the channel. Smugglers are making millions. Sometimes something has to be changed. But here is my worry. This feels more symbolic than practical. 50 people a week out of tens of thousands crossing every year. That's like trying to stop a flood with a bucket. And while the UK is swapping people with France, what's stopping migrants from just trying again next week or heading somewhere else entirely? Let's look at the human side. We can't forget, these are not just statistics. These are people. Some are fleeing war, some are escaping prosecution, others are simply looking for work and safety. Sending them back without a proper handling could be dangerous for those with genuine asylum claims. On the flip side, if people can come through legal, safe routes instead of risking their lives in the channel, that's a win. So where does this go from here? The government will monitor this pilot closely, right? If it's successful, meaning it reduces crossings, it could be scaled up. If it fails, expect it to quietly fade away or be replaced with something even stricter. Either way, the headlines you saw this week are just the start. The real test will be in the numbers over the next few months and in the human story behind them. This week we saw history in the making. The first migrants detained and said to be returned to France under the UK's one-in, one-out deal. Is it a bold step towards controlling illegal migration, or just a tiny political gesture that won't make much difference? I'll be watching closely and I want to know what you think. Does this plan make sense? Would it stop people risking their lives in small boats, or is it just moving the problem across the channel? Drop your thoughts in the comments, okay? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. See you in the next one. Bye.